Hello, my name is Robert Coble. I chose to do my book study on A Child's Work, The Importance of Fantasy Play by Vivian, Gussin, Paley, shown here. Basically, this book is about how, over time, probably about over the last 70 years, 80 years, the learning styles and definitions of the lectures presented in the kindergarten classroom has evolved from the use of a lot of recess and playtime for the children to now the use of computer labs and structured lessons in which the children have minimal interaction with each other and more use of textbook and specific learning. Um, I believe this book was a really good read because it kind of reminded me of my childhood and my teachings growing up and how I interacted with my friends and classmates, sharing my stories and imagination with everyone in order to kind of feel comfortable in my own skin as well as learn from other people. So there are a couple of key quotes from this book that I'd like to share. The first one being on page 11, where it says, "If readiness for school has meaning, it is to be found just in the children's flow of ideas, their own and those of their peers, families, teachers, books, and television, from play into story and playback more into play." This quote is significant, I believe, because it shares the importance of how children really rely on their peers and their families in order to learn at such a young age and feel comfortable with their thoughts and opinions. Not so much being scolded or told they're right or wrong, but to be encouraged to think outside the box. And if they say they see a dragon in the sky and they're afraid of the dragon, then kind of sharing those observances and encouraging the different ideas that the children have. The next quote that I read is on page 43, and it says, "Behind kindergartners' attempts to read or write, there were attributes, we were told, that we couldn't see and might misjudge, eye-hand coordination and oral discrimination being a few examples, and there were characteristics of kindergartners that were plain enough for everyone to see: restlessness, impulsivity, timidity, and a general state of dreaminess. The children themselves continually reminded us that play was still their most usable context." So I believe this quote kind of relates to that all children have a sense of imagination and a desire to live out these imaginations in the fantasy play. Overall, I believe this book, A Child's Work, is a great read for anyone in this class, as well as any planning parents, current parents, or teachers that have a focus on the early childhood development and lecturing. Thanks.